DOOL March, Bombshells Salem is about to explode deaths. Blackmail and baby drama nobody saw coming. Welcome back, everyone. If you're new here, first of all, why did it take you this long? This is the channel where we don't just tell you what's happening on Days of Our Lives. We dig deep, because today we're breaking down the March spoilers for DOOL. And trust me, there's a lot to unpack. One, the Johnny and Chanel pregnancy storyline. Let's start with Salem's golden couple, or at least the couple I personally root for every single episode, Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree DiMera. Carson Boatman and Raven Bowens have been killing it this season. And it looks like the writers are finally ready to put this pair through the ringer in a big way. The spoilers are hinting at pregnancy-related drama coming for Johnny and Chanel. Now here's where I put on my analyst hat. Because this isn't just a random storyline. Think way back. Chanel has already had one of the most emotionally brutal pregnancy arcs in recent DOOL history. The loss she experienced wasn't just a plot device. It fundamentally reshaped who she is as a character. It gave Raven Bowen some of her most powerful material. And it made Chanel's desire for motherhood feel earned and real. So now, circling back to that theme, that's not an accident. The writers are deliberately reopening that wound. And I think the reason is clear. Whatever comes next for Chanel in March is going to hit 10 times harder because of what she's already been through. Whether this is a new pregnancy scare, complication, or something else entirely, the emotional stakes are already through the roof before a single scene airs. But here's the kicker, and this is where it gets truly complicated. 2, the adoption crisis and Sophia's power move. Johnny and Chanel aren't just dealing with pregnancy drama, they're simultaneously trying to finalize the adoption of little Trey DiMera, played by the adorable Joseph Ehlenfeld, and Jordan Purdue. And let me tell you, this storyline has been one of the most quietly emotional threads of the entire season. Watching Johnny DiMera try to build something pure and good, a family, not built on power or manipulation, is genuinely moving. Because, let's be real, DiMeras don't exactly have the best track record with fatherhood. We've watched Stefano DiMera treat his children like chess pieces for decades. EJ has followed more than a few of those same toxic patterns. So Johnny choosing a different path, that's legacy character development at its finest. And now some girl named Sophia is about to blow it all up. I'll be honest, I did not have Sophia on my radar as a major player this season, but apparently she's about to blackmail Melinda Trask, played by the always sharp Tina Huang, to push her own agenda. And whatever that agenda is, it's apparently bad enough to threaten Johnny and Chanel's adoption. Okay, let's be real for a second. Blackmailing Melinda Trask, that takes guts. Or complete recklessness. Possibly both. Melinda has survived political scandals, prosecutorial disasters, and being connected to some of the shadiest people in Salem. She is not someone you want as an enemy. So what does Sophia have on her? And more importantly, why is torpedoing this adoption part of her plan? This is the question I can't stop thinking about, because there's always a why in Salem. Nobody causes chaos just for fun. Well, okay. Some people do, but there's usually a deeper motive. My theory, Sophia has a connection to Trey's biological family that hasn't been fully revealed yet. Or, and I'm going way out on a limb here, she has feelings for either Johnny or someone close to him. And the adoption is the obstacle. Either way, this is going to get messy before it gets resolved. 3, Shawn Brady gets shot. And we need to talk about it. All right, deep breath. Because this next part is where I genuinely felt a chill reading these spoilers. Shawn Brady, Brandon Beamer, who has been an absolute rock for the show, is apparently going to take a bullet in a criminal shootout in March. Now, I want to be very clear. I am not okay with this. Shawn Brady is a legacy character in the truest sense of the word. He is the son of Bo and Hope Brady. That's not just a fun fact, that's the spine of DOOL's entire mythology. The Brady family is the moral center of Salem. They're the ones who are supposed to keep winning, even when everything falls apart. But here's what makes this storyline so painfully compelling. Shawn has been living in the shadows of his own legacy for a while now. His marriage to Belle has had more cracks than a condemned building. His sense of purpose has drifted, and I think this shooting might be the writer's way of forcing a reckoning. Either Shawn emerges from this stronger and more defined, or something much darker happens. Because the spoilers are leaving the door very deliberately open on whether Shawn survives. And that, my friends, is a cliffhanger designed to make your stomach drop. Well played. DOOL writers. I hate it. I respect it, but I hate it. Or the Rolf resurrection theory, and why E.J. DiMera is the key okay. Now we're getting into pure speculation territory, and this is my favorite place to be. The spoilers hint that if Shawn doesn't survive, E.J. DiMera might turn to the one man in Salem who treats death like a minor inconvenience, Dr. Wilhelm Rolf, and the supposed reason to bring Shawn back for Belle Brady, EJ's ex. Now, do you believe that? You cannot tell me this isn't one of the most deliciously twisted potential storylines of the entire year. Let's think about the psychological layers here. E.J. DiMera has this fascinating, infuriating, occasionally tender relationship with Belle Brady in his past. It wasn't just a fling. There were genuine feelings buried under all of that DiMera chaos. And now, years later, the idea that EJ would use his most powerful and ethically horrifying resource to bring back the man Belle actually chose, that's not just drama. That's character study. Dr. Rolf, of course, is no stranger to defying death. He has brought back more Salem residents than I care to count. Jack Devereaux, Will Horton, Stefano himself, in various forms. The man essentially has a frequent flyer program for the afterlife at this point. And every single time Rolf gets involved, things get exponentially more complicated. Because Rolf never does anything cleanly, there are always strings attached. So if this plays out, if EJ does call in Rolf, and if Rolf does bring Shawn back, what version of Shawn comes back? That's the question. DOOL always eventually has to answer with these resurrections. And the answer is almost never simple. So let's recap the March Madness pregnancy drama for Johnny and Chanel. An adoption potentially being sabotaged by blackmail. Shawn Brady possibly fighting for his life. And the shadow of Dr. Rolf looming over everything like the world's most unsettling safety net. Oh my God, absolutely.